So all of you see the question number 7 now. Till now we have discussed up to question number 6. See the page number 88 of your NCERT book. Now see the question number 7. Question number 7 is the difference of square of two number is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Okay, the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. You have to find the two numbers. So what is the given? The difference of square of two numbers is given. The difference of the square of two numbers is given. What is the difference of the square of the two numbers? 180. Yes or no? Difference of the square of the two numbers is given 180, and you have to find the larger number. Now see, here is one condition is given. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. That means the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Yes or no? So write down. Let the larger number be x. Let the larger number be x. Let the larger number. Usually show your face. So let the larger number be x. Now see, the condition given, the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. That means the smaller number will be, the smaller number will be what? The square of the smaller number. That means smaller number square will be 8 times the larger number. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Suppose the larger number be x. So according to the question, the smaller number, square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. So this is the first condition. Now see, now the difference of the square of the two number is 180. The difference of the square of the two numbers is 180. That means the larger number square and the smaller number square, the difference is 180. So according to question, it will be what? Larger number square, larger number square minus smaller number square equal to how much? 180. Okay. So now see, larger number square, that means x square, and smaller number square will be which one? Smaller number square. Smaller number square will be 8x. Yes or no? Yes. Good. 8x equal to 180. Now x square minus 8x minus 180 will be equal to 0. Yes. Now solve this to solve the equation. Factorize it. Okay. Now we need 8x, but we have to that means we have to divide 8x in two terms. Into two terms, one is will be positive one term and another term will be negative. Now see, we need 8x and the multiplication will be 180. Multiplication must be 180 and we need 8x. Now see, 5 3 is 15, 2 is 4, 4 3 is 12. No, 3 3 3 3 is 6, 6 is 12. 3, 5 to the 10, 10 to the 20, 15. Break it, all of you break it. Try to break it. See, 3 to the 6, 3 to
Sir,
the, yes, 6.
5 to the 10 and 3 3 the 9, 9 to the 18.
So it will be,
18 minus 10.
yes, good, 18 minus 10. That means 2 3 is 6, 6 3 is 18. So 18x, then 10. Minus 18x plus 10x. Yes or no? It will be,
Yes.
so it will be minus 18x. Divjoti,
Yes, sir.
show your face.
Yes, sir. More face कैसे लगेगा?
Show your face.
अरे हम ऐसा जाओ.
Because there is a possibility that you may sleep. That's why. Now see, we get x equal to minus 10 and x equal to 18. Yes or no? But a number cannot be negative because here it says that the square of the smaller number, yes, because here we are discussing about the positive number. Yes or no? The number cannot be negative. That's why. So the larger number cannot be minus 10. Yes. So actually, the main reason is why it cannot be negative. The main reason is that, 1 minute. The main reason is that why this why it cannot be negative. The main reason is just why, because see, if x suppose x is 10 minus 10, then what will happen? If x is 10, then that means x denotes larger number. That means larger number will be minus 10. Now see, if the larger number is negative, then square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number, and its value will also be negative. Now see, if the larger number is suppose minus 10, but we know that square of the smaller number, that means suppose square of the smaller number is 1, the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Yes or no? Now if you take x equal to minus 10, then square of the smaller number will be minus 80. Yes. So the smaller number will be root over minus 80. Yes or no? But okay, that day Niranjana asked me now why we can't take root over of minus number or minus negative digit. Why? Because see, minus 80, it is an imaginary number, and that means we can write minus 80 as 80 into minus 1. Yes. So in your higher class you will get minus 1 is denoted by I square. I square is imaginary number. Okay, the value of I square is minus 1. So that means it will be root over 80i. But then the smaller number will be imaginary number. Yes or no? But we can't take imaginary number. That's why x cannot be negative. Understand? Because according to the according to the question, that means that if you see from the that x may be negative also, but or it may be positive also. But in this question, x cannot be negative. Why? Because if you take x equal to minus 10, then the square of the smaller number will be minus 80 if you put the value x equal to minus 10. Yes or no? But we know the square of any number cannot be negative. For any real number, square of any number cannot be negative. That's why you can't take x equal to minus 10. All of you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
So x cannot be minus 10. Write down. X cannot be minus 10 because because larger number cannot be negative in this question. Because larger number cannot be negative in this question. Then after closer again, as if we take the larger number, if we take the larger number, negative, then square of the smaller number will be negative according to the given condition which is not possible. Finish writing?
No, sir.
Because, okay, write down. Because the larger number cannot be negative in this question, full stop, as if we take the larger number negative, then square of the smaller number will be negative according to the given condition. That means this one, according to the given condition, which is not possible. Which is not possible. Finish? Jyoti?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so write down next. So x will be 18. Jyoti, show your face. Then smaller number square will be 8x. So smaller number square will be 8 into 18, and if you multiply 8 into 18, it will be how much? It will be 144. So now see, smaller number square equal to 144. Yes or no? So smaller number square equal to 144. So smaller number will be root over 144. Yes or no? Which is plus minus 12. Yes or no? Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So write down. Hence, you are asked to find the what? Two numbers. Hence, the numbers are 18 and 12. That means if you take the positive value 18 and 12, or 18 and minus 12. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see the next question then. So then see the next question. Question number 8. Nilendra, same type of question I solved yesterday, no?
Yes, sir.
In the sample paper. So try this at your home. Now, if speed is more, time will be less. Now you have to form the equation in terms of time. So try, all of you try this one at home. And if you have any problem regarding solving the question, then ask me. I will solve tomorrow. Yes, the hero is coming.
Mirror.
The smiling boy.
Superman.
Hey, last call so econo idea. So all of you see the question number 9. So read the question. First, read the question. The two water taps together can fill a tank in 9/3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Very important question for exam point of view. Very important question. And this type of question is similar to man and work question. I have solved one question no on man and work.
Yes,
Yes, we have to apply the same concept here also. So all of you read the question first. Finish reading the question.
sir. Yes.
Okay. Now see, try to understand the question. Okay, very important question. So see the question. The two water taps together can fill a tank in 9/3/8 hours. So there are two taps. One is the one having the what larger diameter, and one having the smaller diameter. Yes or no? Now see read the second sentence. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. It means we have two taps, and the size of the diameter of the two taps are different. That means one is the larger diameter and one is the smaller diameter. Clear all of you up to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I done. Let the time taken let the time taken by smaller tap to fill the tank X hours. Now see, now what will be the time taken by the larger tap to fill the tank? Anyone? Tell me.
Sir, 9/3/8 minus 6.
No. Read the question.
No?
Carefully read the question. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Yes? So if the time taken by the smaller tap is X hours, so what will the time taken by the larger tap? 10 hours less?
X minus
Yes, good. So it will be X minus 10 hours. Clear? So write down. Then, comma, the time taken by the larger tap. Dipjyoti, show your face. What are you showing this one? Tap to fill the tank equal to will be X minus 10 hours. Otherwise, I will remove you. Okay. Now see. So the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank X hours. So the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank X hours, and the time taken by the larger tap to fill the tank is X minus 10 hours. Now see, so this is the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank in X hours. So what will be the smaller tap can fill the tank in 1 hours? How many parts of this one? How many parts of tank can be filled by the smaller tap in 1 hours? Then anyone? Time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank in X hours. That means in X hours, smaller tap can fill the tank. So in 1 hour, what parts of the tank can be filled by the
1 by X.
Yes, good, very good. 1 by X. So write down smaller tap can fill the tank in 1 hour equal to 1 by X part. Similarly, larger tap can fill the tank in 1 hour will be 1 by X minus 10 part. Up to this clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Osik clear? Haswati, Dipandita clear?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Sir, where is Dipjyoti?
Okay. So up to this clear? 1 minute. Oh, current has gone just now. So all of you, for now, leave the group. Again, we will join again. Okay.